Hello everybody, this is Zuku35 coming back at you again with... Now this particular match I have found interesting because, well, we came back. Like, we weren't very well off, but we managed to hold off and out-farm them a little bit and wound up winning this match. Now, in order to speed up my videos a little bit, I realized that I can up the time. So I'm going to go ahead and move it into double speed, so things will move twice as fast. Obviously, this will speed the gameplay up, so it'll make it easier to have shorter videos, but I'll still be able to contain all the gameplay. This game started out as my last video. I was being a guard for Murdoch. I believe when in the end I wind up being 3-3, 8 or 9. I know I'm 3-3. I just can't remember how many assists I have at the end of the game. And all 3 of my deaths came from early game. And all 3 of my deaths were just stupid mistakes. At this point, like it was later in the night. I had been playing some games, and I was just tired. I was being super aggressive. Wasn't really caring. I was playing Greystone, so I had a little freeway, but not that much. And their Chimera takes advantage of this 3 times at the beginning of the gameplay. So be prepared for that. Like, the first time is coming up. Like, see, he jumped. I'm low. Grux has his grab and smash and pulls me in, and then Chimera comes out of the jungle, leaps on me, takes me out. Now, since I died so early, I hadn't had time to get really any card points whatsoever. Like, you start at 3. I spent those 3 on a health bot and my 2 strike tokens. And as you saw, on my way back to lane, I only got my 2nd point. So there's nothing, I couldn't have bought anything. So I just rushed back into lane as fast as I could. Now, once we push these minions off, I see they have a ward here. I come and knock this out. Not many people use wards. In this map, the map is so small that, like, by the time, like, someone sets off your ward, they're already there. You don't really have too much time to get away. I mean, if you're a high mobility character, you have more time and are more likely to get away, but it's probably not gonna happen. Now, right here, I go in. I know Grux is there, but I want to try and get some hits on that tower, because tier 2 and tier 1 towers don't heal. Unlike the inhibitors, where over time they heal. Now, my 2nd death is going to be coming up soon, because I'm sitting here, and Fang just came out of the jungle, so I'm like, okay, I can stay around, get some XP and stuff. But Chimera, I didn't see him because I'm looking ahead. Chimera comes out of the jungle and just wrecks me once again. There was nothing I could do in that situation, so now I'm dead again. But this time I have card points, so when I come back alive, I have a better grab order down now. I grabbed my Madstone gem first now, and I went ahead and discarded one of my strike tokens. That's only 6 power, in order to get a 3 power major cast on my Madstone gem as well. So now my damage is up, because the reason I switched my grab order is it cuts that lull time that I talked about in my old video down by a significant margin, which helps me in the long run, so I don't have to farm as intensely to start destroying people. Now, my 3rd and final death of the game is going to be coming up here soon. And this one was me just hoping for a miracle. Because as you can see, I'm level 4 right now. Well, when I'm level 5, I'll be able to grab my Reforge, which is my ability that basically grants me 2 lives. Well, there's no basically about it. That's exactly what it does. And so I was sitting here low health, I have no potions. The only reason I stayed here is I was so close to level 5. But here's what happens. I go into my tower, low health, and Chimera knocks me dead, literally a sliver away from getting level 5. Now, when I'm dead, I'm looking at the map, and I saw that Chimera was mid, and I saw he was trying to push it, and he had already done damage to our tier 2 tower. So I rushed there. Well, by the time I get there, he's nowhere near our tower. Like, the minions managed to hold off him somehow. I didn't understand how it happened at the time. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go back over to right lane. And the minute I get there, as you just saw, Murdoch just snipes Muriel from across the map. Like, this Murdoch was very on point. He was a great team player. He played the role of carry very well. Now, I have my Reforge now. So I literally have 2 lives now, so I start to not even care. And I see that Murdoch came back, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. Murdoch takes out Iggy while I have him slowed, and then he does damage to Grux while I have him slowed, and then I do damage when I come and slam down, and then Murdoch chases Grux down and kills him. And this starts to open up opportunities. Now at this point, I wasn't really sure how the match was going to go, because they had already pushed 2 lanes to the tier 2 towers, and we hadn't done any damage to any towers. So me and Murdoch tried to take that tower out as quickly as possible. Now, we got the tower obviously, and I go ahead and back because I'm low health. My Reforge is on cooldown. No reason to stay around. And I went ahead and started to go mid and try and help push those minions. But then I saw they were fine. So I go over because I see left needs help. So I come over here to gank Twin Blast and stop this minion push. Now I don't get a kill here, but I keep those minions off. And I see the jungle camp over here, so I quickly grab it. We didn't really have a jungler on our team this game, so it wasn't that big a deal. Now my first kill is going to be coming up here soon. It's going to be on this Muriel. It's a very lucky kill, to be honest. She was about to dash away with her ultimate, which lets her teleport to one of her teammates anywhere on the map. Anyway, I'm chasing her, doing damage to her. Get out of the tower, obviously, because they're damaging me. I start attacking the tower. I see I have my Reforge. I have my leap. I leap out because I saw my minions were going away. Grux comes. So I start running away. Well, then my Fang Mao comes, and me and him are just beating the crap out of her. And you can't really see it there because the gameplay is sped up, but she was like half a second away from flying away in her ult, because she activated it to get away from us, but it just didn't activate that. I use my Reforge there for the tower dive. Fang takes the tower out. I believe he didn't get Grux. Yeah, no, he didn't get Grux there. Muriel came back when she died because her ult didn't fully cast. She had it, so she immediately jumped to Grux and saved his life. But I wound up, in the last couple of backs, I wound up maxing out my Master Gym with the 2 casts. And I pick up my Red Eye Nitro and max that out. So now I got attack speed and I got damage going for me. That's what really cuts my lull down a bit, is because before I was focused on getting that Agora Blade, which doesn't really add much damage, and then I got my crit item. Well, my crits wouldn't hit that hard. But as you see right now, me and Fang went to try and push mid to try and like even up the score, because our tier 2 mid tower is gone. But we hadn't damaged any of their tier 2 towers, but we were gonna try and do some damage to that one. We did some decent damage, but then Grux showed up and we weren't gonna mess with that because Fang was low. and it was in a tower fight, so you're almost guaranteed to lose those because towers will destroy you. So we back, and then we go to left lane because we see they're pushing our inhib. Now, this is what was scaring me, because I know about 4 minutes ago I noticed they took down our left tier 2 tower, so we were down to only our inhibs on our left and mid lanes and a damaged tier 2 tower on our right lane. Now right there, we went mid to get Grux, and his friends showed up and started attacking me. Well, my friends came in and helped me out, and we wound up destroying their team. We won the team fight outright. So we charge our minions up mid, and we take out their mid inhib. It was at this point I thought, we have a chance to win this. We actually have a chance to win this. 5 minutes ago, I thought the game was a lost cause. Then 5 minutes later, we take out one of their inhibs before they take out ours. Then we all back because we know they're going to be back soon, and plus we had a card point to spend. So I come over here to right lane to push these minions off. Now while I'm doing that, it appeared my teammates were trying to just stay alive and keep them from pushing minions very much in any lane. Plus, it looked like they took out their Twin Blast at some point. I didn't notice that when I was actually playing the game, so that was interesting. But I'm pushing this right lane because they have them all distracted. Well, by the time I get to this right lane, Twin Blast realizes what's going on. So I just do this little dance. He can shoot me through the tower, but I wasn't too bothered. Then Muriel showed up, so I decided I'm gonna get out of here. I got super lucky right here. Chimera catches up to me, starts doing damage. I just barely get away from that. If he didn't go for that jungle camp, I'm pretty sure I'd be dead. I don't think I would have escaped if Chimera didn't go from that jungle camp. And that, honestly, if he had got me over that jungle camp, there is a good chance that they would have knocked me out for 50 seconds. And that would probably have been enough to give them like an edge to get back into this. Because their Chimera was destroying us. Like this whole game, he wound up destroying us. But the thing is, their team farm was awful. They were most of the game barely getting any CP at a time. Even their Chimera, like this is why I say kills are pretty much useless. Their Chimera was 8-2 at the time, was at 29 card points. I was 2-3 and I'm at 33. The big difference right here, tower kills, which I just got another, and now I'm at 35. And then minion kills. You have to get those last hits. Now I get my last kill right here. My Reforge activates, and I wound up getting Chimera, who couldn't get away, and my team was slapping the crap out of him while I'm dead. So he was screwed. We go ahead and back. Because at this point, we have 2 of their inhibs down. 10 minutes ago, I thought this game was a lost cause. But because I don't believe in surrendering, I was going to play it to the very end to the best of my ability. And now 10 minutes down the line, we only have 1 slightly damaged inhib. They only have 1 inhib, period. So we have super minions charging down our mid and right lanes. So I'm like, okay, there's only one thing I can think to do here. I'm going to push left. And within the last couple of backs, I went ahead, picked up my Blade of Agora, maxed out, picked up my Micro Nuke and maxed out. So I don't have very much crit chance right now. The only crit chance I have going for me is this 4% chance. But I can still crit. And when that crit hits, it was doing like 370 damage. So that's not bad at all. Now, what you didn't see there, and actually I'm going to go ahead and rewind it real quick so you can see what just transpired and why I'm so low. I just pulled that back way too far. Yep, way too far. Okay, sorry about that. And then I pulled it forward way too far. Yeah, we're just gonna go here. This is where I was before I went into the menu. I was pushing this left lane here because was my logical explanation of what I need to be doing. And I saw Grux here and I'm like, okay, well I can handle Grux myself. And I had my Reforged, wasn't too worried. What my main goal here was take out this tower. I didn't care about Grux. I didn't care about getting a kill. I wanted that tower gone. As you can see, I got half the health down before I had to leap out. And then he grabs and smashes me into there. If Muriel hadn't come down, I probably would have used my Reforge on him. And then with the help of my minions, I probably could have easily taken him out. But Muriel came, so there was no hope for that. Then I saw that Murdoch was coming, so I decided I'd duck in here, wait for Murdoch. But Murdoch didn't really feel like a fight. Also, he just decided to snipe Iggy all the way across the map, because why not? So I decided, okay, well I'm gonna go try and get a couple more card points. So I come to the Dragon's Nest, which is like the biggest source of CP in the jungle, besides Orb Prime. Obviously I can't solo that. And I wind up, those were the last upgrades I get. This whole game, I wind up just having grabbed, the last thing I grabbed was Red Eye Nitro with 1 major wound. So my crit chance isn't all that high. But the game doesn't last long enough for me to need to go back. Because what happens now is our super minions are built up incredibly on our right lane. So they're just going to push. We don't have to worry about that. Mid lane, as you can see, our Countess and Gideon have Iggy and Chimera on the run. And then Murdoch snipes Iggy. So that takes out Iggy. Sadly, they are able to take out our Murdoch, but it wasn't that big a deal because over here on left lane, me, Fang, and Countess were pushing. We take out their tier 2 tower, we take out their inhib, and then we just rush in and kill their core, and that's game. Overall, I had a very exciting match and was very proud of my team for being able to come together and get that comeback win. This is a nice shot. I might make this the thumbnail. I might actually care enough and go and put this as the thumbnail. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Zuku35 with some more Paragon gameplay. See you later.